Greetings! My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome to BPM, Bullets Per Minute. A rhythm-based first-person shooter that I've been playing on and off for the last year or two, despite not having rhythm. Let's jump right in, shall we? Alright. There we are. See that thing up there shows the beats. And most of the things you do, including firing and dashing and such, only work if you actually press the buttons on the beat. Or the half beat for some of them. It's a whole thing. The little ones are the half beat. Some things can use the half beat, a lot of things can't. And yeah, that's more or less the game. There's no reward for there's a whole thing like you get score multiplier if you don't miss the beat. But aside from like one item which benefits from that, that just affects the score, which doesn't affect anything. Well, except for the chests that you get at the end of these rooms look a bit different when you do the rooms flawlessly, but I'm like 80% certain that actually affects nothing. Oh yeah, and you've got these little active abilities which recharge either based on number of rooms you complete or number of enemies you kill, depending on which one it is. And you got these shops, of course. There's a whole mechanic behind these shops where spending money in them will, when you get up to certain tiers, will upgrade them. So at the start you only get like, I think like 3 different items or something. And now but I've already upgraded all of them, so yeah. Also, you don't normally start out with these active abilities, but when you complete the game on on easy, you unlock the guy's secondary ability, or for that character that you completed on. And on hard, the ultimate. Generally the difference is that like the secondary abilities tend to be moderately powerful abilities with a short cooldown, and ultimate are the opposite. Anyways, that was the mini boss. There's these rooms, you can find. Ooh, yes. Anyway, there's these rooms that you can find where you can like fight in arena. Normally they're just like up to 3 waves of normal enemies, but you can also find those mini boss arenas. But yeah, I think I just got with a ultimate ability, the Quest, one of the best in the game. Why? Okay, here's how it works. It takes a really long time to cool down, but like dozen rooms or something ridiculous like that. Basically an entire floor, maybe more, depending on the size of the floor. But if you once used, oh, that was stupid. Why did I do that? Ah. Once used, it'll increase all the stats by 1. They go up to 9. and give you a pretty fucking great health regen for the entire rest of the stage. Oh yeah, this is the bank. You can put gold in here, up to 10 gold per time you encounter it, and you can take any amount of gold away from it. But if you keep it above 100, every time you go here, you'll find a chest that has like between like has a random amount of coins. This guy's a real devil. He shoots that really fast shot at a seemingly random interval. And it can really catch you out if you're not prepared for it. This is Shield. You can probably guess what Shield does if you've played a game like this before, but yeah, basically temporary HP that goes above your regular HP, but yeah, it's just that, like a soul heart from Isaac. Anyways, oh, why is the game lagging so much? Whatever. Oh yeah, there's these things. You can put a coin in them to increase one of your stats by 1. As you can see, actually having any actual rhythm is not actually 100% necessary for this rhythm game. It's relatively forgiving of mistakes. It's good. If it wasn't, I'd be completely fucked. Because as I mentioned before, I have no rhythm. Yeah. Good. Yeah! Alright, that one's pretty good. It's like the stat up's only at like 5 times the stat up or something. 4 or 5, I forget what one. It's a luck. Honestly, I have no idea what luck affects besides the gambling. Yeah, and this, you can probably guess what this is. It's all sort of Damocles things, I think they're called. You take it, it damages you. Worth it. Ah yes, and here we go. The Armory. Here you can buy damage ups, flip ups, you can probably guess what both of those do, and weapons. Here's the revolver. similar to the pistol in that it fires on the beat or half beat, but for like double the damage at the cost of a smaller clip and having to reload manually. Fortunately, when it comes to reloading, you can pretty much just spam the button, and it'll be fine. But yeah, having to reload each one with a manual press can really sometimes kind of screw you over. And what's interesting is, like, theoretically, being able to fire on the half beat means, unlike just the full beat, like some weapons, means that you have double the firing speed. But in practice, that's not exactly the case. It takes a lot more, Ooh, yes! That one does exactly what it sounds like. Every time you hit an enemy, you restore a little bit of HP. It's fantastic. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, alright. It's attack speed. Requires so much more concentration to actually pull that off at times. Oh yeah, and you can run if you hold down the dash key. And that leads to a very natural form of inaccuracy when it comes to firing these weapons, because it's not that the shots just go wide or have recoil or anything. They fire where you point, more or less. But it's more that it's more that you lose track of where you're aiming while you're trying to focus on matching to the half beat. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This one applies a damage boost depending on your multiplier, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's very good, but not as good as healing. Let's see. Speaking of healing, max HP. Vision up. Oh, right, that's a different die. I forgot there's like two different things that look similar. Okay. So yeah, for the stats, speed does what you expect. Same with damage and range. Well, range, yeah, luck, I don't know what that does, but probably just what you expect. Ability affects how potent your abilities are, and also their cooldown often, depending on the ability. And precision affects how much damage you do when you hit their weak spots. Wow. 4 keys and then it jammed. What are the odds of that? And look at that, I still haven't finished charging the quest. I think maybe a... Ow! Yeah, I have no idea how to dodge that. Sometimes I dodge it perfectly, sometimes I get... No! Fuck! Sometimes that happens. I have no idea how to dodge that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Well, let's go again, but with a different character. That's not my favorite character anyways, his abilities are meh. What is my favorite character? This guy's pretty fucking cool. He starts out with the quest, and he, and instead of having a gun, he can't actually pick up any weapons. Instead he just uses his, he just shoots stuff from his bare hands. it sort of works like a infinite ammo pistol. And that actually is a lot more useful than it sounds. Odor, he can fly, and he starts with a shotgun, but he dies in one hit, always. Scald, he is horrifying. He's got the Garand, which is pretty potent rifle. It also has, I think maybe it also has the shortest reload time of any gun. And he leeches health when he hits enemies. A lot of health, in fact. I think like 5 or something. The downside is that he loses health. He loses health constantly, like 4 per beat. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. This guy, he starts out with like no health, but he's really small. And he's more likely to get coins. I unlocked him from getting 100 coins in the bank. Also, he's got an ability that allows him to spend one of his coins to do a bunch of damage. And I think his ultimate ability allows him to take coins from the bank without needing to be there. Anyways, check out Freyr. He's pretty cool. He's got this ability, blocks damage, as you might expect. It's got a very short cooldown, but it only lasts for like 1.5 beats, plus 1 for every 3 points of an ability, I think. Well, no, plus 1 half beat, rather. So in theory, if you get maxed out ability, you can achieve like 3/4 uptime, which is pretty cool. But it's a very reactive ability. Also, he starts with the revolver, which is enough to warrant his existence to begin with. Also, his ultimate ability, yeah, it gives him a bit of shield. The downside to all of this is that he starts with no max HP, just 150 shields. Which isn't such a bad thing on the lower difficulties. On the higher ones, you can, it's a struggle. Not to mention, it means you gotta be a lot more leery of these. Well, actually, no, you don't. You're used to... Oh, why didn't he use it? Oh, damn it, I messed up. Whatever. But the point is, like, before I unlocked it, unlocked his secondary ability, I used to have to be leery of those, but now, if I can actually, you know, do things correctly and not fuck up like that. Ooh, by the way, it increases the range at which you'll hit enemies. Anyways, now I can actually just block before it hits me. I should probably actually, yeah, pay attention for once, though. But yeah, he can actually... He's a good character, but he's like the character that benefits the most from unlocking his abilities. With them, he's a fantastic character. Without them, he's kind of, yeah. I mean, he starts with a revolver, which is good. I think I probably won with the revolver more than any other weapon. I mean, not like percentage-wise. Percentage-wise, wait, why am I even going for these? I already have perfectly good abilities. I don't really need to go for those libraries with review abilities. Whatever. Percentage-wise, probably not, because I've probably gotten the revolver more than most weapons. Percentage, in terms of percentage of things won, and I found that kind of weapon. Ah, damn it! Another thing, another helmet. See, you've got 4 slots for helmet, shield, or head item, shield, boots, glove. But yeah, I think the weapons I probably won most with percentage-wise, would be the grenade launcher. That thing is ridiculous. And the weapon I've won least with percentage-wise would be the Grand, but that's entirely because that one guy has it. It's a perfectly good weapon. Oddly enough, deals less damage than the revolver, and has like half the clip size, but reloads way faster. And only does slightly less damage than the revolver. Like 90 to revolver's 100. It can be annoying at first if there are weapons since there can be enemies that the revolver would one-shot that the Grand wouldn't, but as long as you get at least one little tick of damage, you'll be fine. There's one thing I'd... These things are kind of weird. They're barriers that hurt you if you go through them, but only if you go through them while they're moving. Great. Block is great for dealing with those. It lessens the forced move aspect of them. Damn it! I was gonna say, like, there's one thing I changed about this game, but I forget what I was gonna say, and now I just think, if there's one thing I change, it would be getting rid of those assholes. Those fucking barriers are so annoying. But yeah, the one thing I did about this game, we're making the reload animations a bit cooler. They're a bit stock. I remember fucking listen to fucking Yahtzee and Zero Punctuation talk about this game, and he made it sound like you were gonna be fucking hip thrusting bullets into your revolver to the beat of the music. Not quite that much pizzazz. Also, it would have been, I still think it would have been hilarious to have this character be the one that gets the quest as his ultimate ability, because it would be so, I mean, it wouldn't be completely useless on him, since, for one, it also increases all of your abilities that you can use, which is crazy good on its own. And he can gain max HP. But still, that'd be funny, wouldn't it be? That's the pump action shotgun. That one's kind of annoying. You gotta, every time you fire, you gotta click the button again on the beat to pump the shotgun. It's good, but I'm not gonna spend my money on it. Now, on that one guy, I think it was I forget who it was, the guy who was constantly dying, it's fantastic. Although the double barrel shotgun is better. Basically any shotgun, even though it's fantastic on him, because each pellet counts towards the healing thing. There's this one item. It splits your bullets and projectiles into like 5 or something. Basically turns every weapon into a shotgun. My dream is to one day find that item. Hey, secret. Ah, that's a terrible item. My dream is to one day find that item while having a shotgun. Or vice versa. I want to know if that would actually work. That sounds hilarious. Ooh, nice! Oh, and it's... Oh. And there's one of these. These are pain gates. They hurt you when you go through them. Unless you're blocking. Alright. Strike to the beat. Oh, yeah! That one... It, damages enemies in the room. Every beat. Pretty nice. This one, rotatability slots. This one is fantastic for if you have multiple items that you really want on the same slot. It also it even rotates the ultimate and secondary ability slots. It's quite nice. I really was hoping for some fucking max health, but I'll take some shield. You know what? I'm loaded. That's one of the weird things about this game. Is that, you know, at the start, you can easily feel very strapped for cash, especially if you haven't upgraded the bank yet. But then you get to a certain point and cash just doesn't really matter anymore. I'm not quite to that point yet, but... You know, that sort of thing, the, long reloads and the, being able to interrupt them and all that. You know, doing something manually, that's normally associated with, in games with, shotguns, but if I recall, none of the shotguns actually work that way in this game. There's just a double barrel, which is a pretty... You just shove 2 shells in and fine, and then there's the pump action, which is a, which has a tubular magazine, as Darkwood would put it. Am I swole enough to go for the final stage? Sure, why not? I instantly regret this. Oh god, it's a shield guy too. Those guys are so annoying. They're bloody impossible to get behind until their attack is over. And their attack is extremely fast and accurate. These guys are kind of annoying, but they're more just nuisances. They just... I don't know how they work. They just keep getting back up until they don't. It doesn't seem to be a set amount. It just seems to be random. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to hit them in some specific place or something. Oh, the quest! Sure, why not? This is probably a bad idea, but... You didn't come to the channel for good ideas, did you? See? Taking damage. Anyway, good thing I got the block, because that'll be really useful with it. Nope! Ow. I think you're supposed to go behind the pillars or something, but I swear I've gotten hit behind the pillars before. So I don't know if that's it. And yeah, the Midas Vanaheim. There's occasionally random like modifiers are applied. I don't know what half of them do. Midas probably means something to do with money. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe I should have gone for that rotate hat. After all, that thing is crazy good. Under the right circumstances. The thing is that it's not just about having two abilities on like two things that you want on the same slot, because the thing is that some slots are just better than others. Like, there's a sort of tier to this, generally speaking. So I mean, you've got the boots. The boots are, you know, some of the boot items are alright, but the best you're gonna get is maybe something that gives you a lot more movement, like the activate jump wing, which can launch you upwards. Ooh, nice. Yeah, sure. That one's pretty good. Or the thing which allows you to do extra damage based on the enemy's HP. Which is mostly useful for the final boss, but also good for a lot of the mini bosses and such, if you've got a fast-firing weapon. And then, contrary-wise, you've got the arm slot or whatever, which is similar, but it's got a few standouts, like the one that turns your weapons into shotguns, the one that turns them into explosive projectiles that do a shit ton of damage. Some pretty good stuff there. And the one that allows you to carry two weapons, which is just nice. Although a bit niche, to be honest. Stuff like that. And then you go to the head slot, where you can get some, like, where, like, the best weapons out there are some crazy stuff, like, like, fucking infinite healing from just dealing damage, and all that, and then you get some, yeah, some utterly ridiculous shit. And then you get to the shields, which are just in a fucking league of their own. I mean, some of them are pretty mediocre, but it says something that a shield that doubles your fucking damage is arguably not even top tier when it comes to I mean, it's good, but far from the best. And then you got weapons that, and then you got items that just, like, I mean, the hat slot or whatever, and the head slot. Oh yeah, this one's good. It consumes all your items and gives you their effects permanently for that character. It doesn't just make them permanent forever for every character, but anyways, for every run rather. But yeah, I mean, like, and then you got like the head slot has got abilities that it's got the ability that gives you a little bit of health every time you. Meanwhile, the shield things have things that just straight up give you just fucking free shields up to a certain amount just by existing. Just constantly giving you a few points of shield every couple seconds. And that's not even the best one out there. Or the one that, you know, the one that I currently have, which reduces all damage taken by 10. I believe it was 10. Something like that. It significantly reduces damage taken, although I think it falls off heavily in the higher difficulties where things do more damage, which is, by the way, the... That's not correct. Anyway, a terrible way to do damage. Do difficulty. On the plus side, at least on the lower difficulties, it makes you immune to lava, which will show up later on. Which is, oh, it's funny, just bouncing around in the lava, not taking any damage. Jesus, there's been a lot of cash, I just realized that. But the best one out there, bar none. It's not the one that... Another one that straight up doubles your damage, or the one that gives you an extra life, or any of that shit. No. It's a little thing called the Battle Lion Shield. And it is truly retarded. Like, I'm speaking literally when I say that every single run I've ever had where I got the Battle Line Shield at any point, and actually was able to get it, as I say, not the saw it in the shop and didn't have enough money. Every single one of those was a victory, regardless of difficulty. It's that good. Say my name and there I am. Holy fucking shit. I was just thinking, like, should I explain it or should I wait until I get it to explain it? But I was just thinking, oh, I probably won't get it anytime soon. And then I just proceed to immediately get it the very next time. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me just make all the items, make my items permanent. And then explain, and then I'll get into a fight and show you what it does. Alright, let's go for this. This should be pretty easy now. Notice something a bit different? Okay. Here's what it does. It doubles the speed of everything. Well, not everything. It doesn't double the speed of enemies and shit. But anything that uses... Essentially... Well, it's not quite speed, but I mean... What I mean is... Anything that uses the, beat will now work on the half beat, and anything that uses the half beat will now work on the quarter beat. This means not only are they able to be shot, you know, twice the speed, but it's actually because of how rapid a pace they can be. Jesus, I'm just dying here trying to explain it. And because of how rapid a pace the quarter beat is, you don't have to. You don't nearly have to worry so much about timing it because it just makes it so much easier to time. You can practically just spam the button. It doesn't make you invincible, mind. Any more than the, it's just like the fucking, health gain thing did, or regain health on hit thing did. But unlike that, it's pretty damn close. You can just, like the sheer amount of firepower you can put out reliably. It's one of the big things, the reliability of it. I just wish I could rely on getting fucking shield or max HP or something on these. Jesus, I haven't gotten a single max HP increase in this whole entire game. I wonder, I forget, can you actually... I don't think you... I'm not certain you can use these again twice, but... No. Well, I mean, it would have been worth it. Even if I would have only gotten 2 and not extremely good ones. Oh, Ogre's Helm. Oh, the Spread Shot one was a helm, not a glove. Right. Whatever. Or maybe it's both. Sometimes you can get weapons in 2 different slots that do the same thing. It's pretty neat. Like there's a shield that allows you to... That's called cleaving. Or there's a shield that has an ability called cleaving. What the heck? That causes you to hit enemies nearby when you shoot enemies. Well, that's a terrible way to explain it, but you probably understand that. Infested. Oh, I don't like the sound of that one bit, Jimmy. But yeah. And there's, yeah, the shield does that. And then there's also a glove that does the exact same thing. It's kind of neat. No enemy projectile. Good, but not good enough. I don't even know how much it did. Those fucking shield guys are so annoying. You don't have some barrier to put between you and them. Their shots are pretty much only possible to be dodged by, well, the dash. And that can easily put you in harm's way if you're not paying attention to everything else. Damn it. I regret picking up the quest now. Come on. Heals or max HP. Preferably max HP. God damn it. Okay. That's pretty damn good. What does that allow you to do? Oh, this. It's pretty good. You know how those flying enemies are some of the most annoying enemies in the game? Well, now you're a flying enemy. And just like you can sometimes struggle to handle them, so do the enemy. Ooh, nice. Finally. Ooh, look at that. It's not the fastest regen in the world, but goddamn, considering how stringent health is in this game and how much you're gonna be... How much the game forces you to, you know, dodge for your life. Even a gradual healing like that is incredible. Double shots, huh? Oh yeah, the way that works is, it doesn't have anything to do with the quarter notes from the battle line shield. but it does this. It's pretty good, alright. Now, the one that takes cheese. Alright, I do have that thing that, must be old too, don't I? Yeah. Ooh, yes! And, what was the button again? Oh shit, I forget what the button is to switch. Oh, fuck. I think because I consumed it like that, I think I'm supposed to click the button that corresponds to that item slot, but it isn't in an item slot anymore. God damn it. I'll switch to that. Still, I don't mind too much. This is a fantastic weapon. Especially combined with the spread shot. You can really see the effects of the spread shot with this one too. Wait, what am I doing? I keep forgetting that I have block. You know, YouTuber brain and all that. Oh, these guys are kind of annoying. They might go invincible. How inconsiderate. How dare you temporarily go invincible? That's such a rude thing to do. I would never. Blocking is good for just like panic firing when you have no idea what the fuck is going on because the projectiles are going everywhere. The downside of the grenade launcher is that it's of course got short range, but that's not actually entirely a downside. That actually, considering it's a explosive projectile, that is in a lot of cases an upside because it allows you to more easily hit flying enemies. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this thing is a whole thing where you put a coin in and it gives you a max health thing, and then you put another coin in and it randomizes to some other pickup or item. I mean, it's potentially quite good if you want to put a bunch of cash trying to re-roll for a good item, but I mostly just use it for very cheap health ups. But yeah, the whole detonating mid-air thing, while you have not as much, well, it would be nicer to have, control over it, like manual detonation sort of thing. Even just having it at all makes dealing with those fucking flying guys so much easier than if you had, say, the rocket launcher, which doesn't have a maximum range, I believe. Although they still are affected by range, sort of. There's this whole mechanic where, the auto-target thing, the way it works for them is that not only, like, with hit scans, it just, hits them. But with the projectiles, not only does it go towards them, but it actually gives it a little bit of a homing effect, which is fantastic for hitting annoying flying enemies. But with the grenade launcher, there's no need. There's no need to worry about the range at all, in fact. So getting that super range thing as one of my locked-in items was not as useful as it could be. Oddly enough, the second and third wave of these don't count as room clears for the purposes of items and such. As you can see by the fact that there's no flawless clear or what have you. I don't know what's up with that. I have no idea if it's intentional or not. This is why I'm not worried about wasting charge for the quest. I'm gonna save it until I get to the next wave. That way I'll have health regen right from the start. Not that I really need to save it that much, because have I mentioned this before? Battle Lion Shield also halves cooldowns. Which, by the way, is why I'm able to get like 100% uptime with this block, which I just noticed. Yeah, Battle Lion Shield is utterly ridiculous. As is the grenade launcher, especially with the spread shot thing. spread shot just makes the grenade launcher more grenade launcher, really. It just makes it more of itself. More like itself, so to speak. Bigger the enemy, the better the reward. And that's a dubious statement. Anyways. Nice. Another thing about this game is that it's really, the difficulty is quite front-loaded. I mean, the enemies of course get harder and all that as you go along, but it never can... It's a far cry from being able to keep up with the sheer amount of power that you get as you continue. Especially if you happen to get that one bonus stage, which has some pretty cool items in it, and also has this special thing like these, but with all, but it has it allows you to put as many coins as you want in it to get a random stat ups. Incredibly good. But even without that, if you, these later stages could easily wind up feeling like a victory lap. And part of that is simply because you kind of need to be crazy powerful. You kind of need to scale really crazy just to get out of the early stages. And one upshot of this is that the item rooms can sometimes feel kind of redundant by the time you get to the later stages. Because unlike games like Binding of Isaac and such, you can only, well, you can sort of only carry 4 outside of things like what I have. Although, ironically, you can actually carry more active items than Binding of Isaac. Well, outside of the backpack item of Binding of Isaac. Do you think I should play Binding of Isaac? I'm probably a lot better at it than this game, although I haven't actually... Unbusting, that's a really good one. A lot of healing there, at a pretty good cooldown. But anyways, I haven't actually played it in a while. I really should get around to actually... Because I played it enough to get the, damn it, what was it? Platinum God? Maybe? No, I think it was... No, it was something else. Platinum God was a couple of bits before. It was the, 100% completion thing for... Afterbirth Plus? Yeah. Afterbirth Plus. Or Cross, or what have you. I got that, and then I stopped playing it for a while, and then then they added a whole bunch of, they had a whole bunch of achievements with the, when they added the expansion for the mods and such. And then they added a whole new expansion, which I did get a bunch of stuff for. And I've been playing it sort of on and off since then, but never nearly as fervently. One of these days, although, if I recall, I did get all of the achievements for Jacob and Esau, purely out of spite, because goddamn Jacob and Esau suck. They're just such a terrible character. Whoa! What the heck was that about? What's your least favorite character in Binding of Isaac? I mean, besides Jacob and Esau. Although, feel free to mention if he is or isn't your least favorite character. But also, I'm wondering, what are the characters you don't like? I mean, I'm sure there's probably gonna be some people saying, well, the tainted version of Jacob and Esau. I feel it was yeah, anyway, Jacob and Esau. But then, you know, the Tainted Lost is a good yes, these are the ones I was telling you about earlier. Whee! They also give you a second double jump, a triple jump, so to speak. But that's kind of useless here. Man, I haven't even needed this fucking... this fucking, heal over time stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up the quest. I think it probably put me in more danger than it helped. Then again, they give me a bunch of stats. But yeah, I mean... It's hard to say which of the things is my favorite, the Spacewalker or Angelic Boots. They work so well together, too. I mean, the downside of the Spacewalker is that, well, kind of slow to get upwards. And you got a fan button, but with these, boom! And it's so good for just launching yourself into the action. Fantastic with that one guy who dies quickly over time. If you've got a good shotgun with him, but not much range, and launch yourself into the enemies and just start blasting. It's incredible. Yeah, the shotguns have like, what is it, like 5 pellets or something? So that means like, that's like 25 health per shot. I think you'd have to... I think you'd struggle to get yourself killed once you've got a good... if you've got a good shotgun and a lot of max health. Yeah, these things, it's a whole thing where one of them has an item, the other two will just take your coin and give you a annoying enemy. Hang on, what? Hang on. Is there still that, weird sort of after image effect? Hang on. If I do this multiple times, yeah, there's a sort of thing that's still there. I wonder if that's just a visual effect, or if I've broken the game. Because either seems equally plausible. Hindering shots, that's useless here. Critical hit steal damage over time. That one might just be completely useless. Still have it? Okay, I haven't broken the game. It's just a visual bug. It's a... Well, looks like I'm just gonna need one more use of the quest to... Man, look at this. Even with the fucking shots arcing over him, he still somehow blocked it. Because these guys, these stupid fucking field guys just can block from like 350 degrees. In a sphere. Unless they've just attacked, in which case their shield somehow gets way less powerful. It's annoying. Are you trying to get the other guy, but kept shooting the guy who was invincible. Oh well. You know what? And that's that then. Meh. Why slow enemies when I can make them completely stationary by killing them? Ooh, is that? Oh right, I was like, what? 5 shots? And then I remembered, oh right, I've got a bunch of clip up. Thankfully, clip ups, they affect all weapons that you have, or that you get. And they affect them equally, just giving them one additional one, which can be kind of annoying on weapons that already have, like, 30 fucking shots, like the minigun. But on weapons that only have, say, 3, like the Grand, it's quite good. Well, there's not really much left I can do to upgrade my build, aside of a couple of useful items I could get. Good thing this is the final stage. Well, the final 2. Well, I mean, this is not the final level, but you know, Helheim is the final stage, the next level. There's 2 levels per stage, you know? Make use of the library and armory. No, I don't think I will. I mean, technically speaking, if I time my blocks correctly, I'm actually completely invincible at this point. Yeah. You can see the fucking power-ups can kind of scale out of control if you survive long enough for them to. So get, as I mentioned before, very front-loaded difficulty. Damage up, but health turns to steel. I don't know how much damage up that is. But I mean, I don't really have much health anyways. But I don't really care about that. I don't really care about more damage. Well, I care about more than a bit of HP. So yeah, the way it works, it turns your max HP into shield. Which is incredible on that one character who's constantly dying, because his thing only leeches from health. So, in exchange for completely yeah, you could completely negate his whole downside, at the cost of completely negating his upside as well. So he basically just becomes a side grade or maybe downgrade to this character. Yeah, probably a moderate downgrade. With a similar sort of weapon, with a weapon that's a side grade to the revolver, and yeah, and no ability to actually get max HP. But what's even better, besides just, you know, getting a shotgun and a lot of max HP, and just rushing through everything willy-nilly, is getting one of those things which gives you, like I mentioned before, the ones that will give you a little bit of shield up to, I believe it goes up to like 25. And it regenerates like 5 every couple of seconds. That one's also incredible because you don't die unless you run out of shield as well as health. And that one, yeah, literally gives you a buffer. Because the real killer for that character is not the enemies. They can certainly hasten your demise. The real killer is the travel time, just traveling to and fro. If you've got enough if you've got, you know, a bit of shield that regenerates all time, like this one isn't the one I was talking about. This one regenerates shield even faster, but you have to be still. But otherwise, it's basically the same. It's useless to me at the moment because, well, it only goes up to a certain amount of shield. Counting any other shield you have. Anyways, let's grab this. This one is incredible. Gives you infinite ammo, yeah. Technically, you already have infinite ammo. But this one gives you infinite ammo in your magazine. Or whatever you have. So you never have to reload. Great with a lot of weapons. Incredible with the minigun. Because that has this whole mechanic where you it normally fires on the half beat like a lot of other weapons. However, you could actually it's the only weapon in the game you can actually hold down the button to make it fire as an automatic weapon. And it fires, and the attack speed ramps up very quickly. The downside is that, well, it's only got 32 shots, or 30 shots rather. Plus any clip-off. But, however, with the infinite ammo, obviously, you can just keep it held down forever. Oh look, skeleton key when it's useless. That one does exactly what you expect. Effectively gives you infinite keys. If you go over here, there's this thing where you can like give money to here, any excess cash, up to 100, at which point you unlock this, the giant slayer's boots, which deal percentage damage based on the percentage of the enemy's max HP. Incredible with weapons like the revolver or pistol and such. And makes it so that if you've got a really high survivability build but not much damage, it won't take a million years for you to win. Not very useful here though. It also allows you to find it in the, around the levels and all that. Anyways, gonna fight a few mini boss encounters. Got these assholes. Or even worse than the normal shield guys, arguably. And then, to no one's surprise, you think you're a king of the skies, raining fireballs from above, but you are just a pathetic worm compared to me, the true ruler of the skies, raining death from above. And there we go. Now you see why I continue to play this game, despite having no rhythm. Well, that was BPM. I don't know if I'll play any more of this on YouTube. Maybe, maybe not. Otherwise, then expect. But yeah, expect. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Expect videos in the future, alright? Because remember, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But, until next time, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and sayonara, suckers.
Okay, kid.